You walk into a store for one thing. 5 minutes later, you're holding 3 bags. The strange part is that you didn't even plan to buy them. You probably didn't need them either. So why did you buy them? To understand this, imagine a simple experiment. A person walks into a supermarket with a short shopping list. Milk, bread, eggs. That's it. He walks past a shelf and sees chocolate. He wasn't thinking about chocolate, but the package is bright. The price looks good, and suddenly he remembers that he had a stressful day. He puts it in the cart. A few aisles later, he sees a new drink, then a snack, then something for his room. By the time he reaches the checkout, his 3-item list has become a 12-item receipt. Nothing forced him to buy those things. But several small tricks happened inside his brain. The first one is surprisingly simple. Your brain does not only ask whether you need something. It also asks whether something feels rewarding. And shopping can create that feeling very quickly. You see something new, you imagine owning it. You imagine how it might improve your life. And suddenly, the product feels more valuable than it did 30 seconds earlier. This is why you can be perfectly happy with your phone in the morning and suddenly want a new one after watching a 30-second advertisement. Your phone didn't become worse. Your brain simply saw a better alternative, and humans are extremely sensitive to better alternatives. Imagine 2 people standing beside 2 cars. The first person owns a perfectly reliable car. It starts every morning. It gets him where he needs to go. He has no real reason to replace it. Then he sees his neighbor driving a newer model. The new car has better lights, a larger screen, and a cleaner interior. Suddenly his own car looks old. Nothing about his car changed. Only the comparison changed. This is one of the biggest reasons people buy things they don't need. We don't always compare what we have with what we need. We compare what we have with what other people have. And today, that comparison can follow you everywhere. You open your phone, someone is on vacation, someone bought a new car, someone moved into a beautiful apartment, someone is wearing expensive clothes, someone is eating at a restaurant you have never visited. You keep scrolling, and without realizing it, your idea of a normal life starts changing. The things that looked luxurious yesterday begin to look ordinary today. Then something interesting happens. You don't think, I want to become richer. You think, I should probably get one of those. And that small thought can turn into a purchase, but comparison is only part of the story. There is another powerful trick. Your brain loves new things. A new product gives you something your current product cannot. It gives you anticipation. Imagine ordering a new pair of shoes online. The shoes haven't arrived. You haven't even touched them, but you're already excited. You check the delivery date. You track the package. You imagine wearing them. The excitement has already started. Then the package arrives. You open it. For a few minutes, the shoes feel special. But after several weeks, something changes. They are just your shoes. The excitement disappears because your brain gets used to them. And this creates a strange cycle. You buy something. You feel excited. You get used to it. The excitement disappears. Then another product catches your attention. So you buy again. The problem isn't that the first purchase failed. The problem is that your brain adapted to it. This is why buying more does not always make people happier. Sometimes it simply gives them more things to get used to. Now add another ingredient, convenience. Online shopping has removed many of the barriers that once made people stop and think. You don't have to drive to a store. You don't have to stand in line. You don't even have to get off your couch. You see something. You tap a button. And it's on the way. That tiny gap between wanting something and buying it used to give you time to think. Now the gap can be almost zero. And when the decision happens faster, the emotional part of your brain can take control before the logical part catches up. Then stores add urgency. Only 2 left. Sale ends tonight. 20 minutes remaining. Suddenly, waiting feels like losing. The product didn't become more useful. The clock simply made you afraid of missing the opportunity. And discounts create another illusion. Imagine seeing a jacket marked down from $100 to $60. Your brain may immediately think, I saved $40. But you didn't save $40. You spent $60. The discount only changed the way the purchase felt. Now imagine doing this repeatedly, $10 here, $20 there. A subscription you forgot about, a delivery fee, a small upgrade, a limited time offer. None of these purchases feels serious by itself, but small purchases become dangerous when they become automatic. And there is one final reason people buy things they don't need. Sometimes they aren't buying an object at all. They are buying an emotion. Someone feels stressed. They order food. Someone feels bored. They start shopping. Someone feels insecure. They buy expensive clothes. Someone feels unsuccessful. They buy something that makes them feel successful for a moment. The product becomes a temporary escape. And that is why emotional spending can be so difficult to notice. The purchase may actually make you feel better, just not for very long. So the next time you suddenly want something, stop for a moment. Don't ask only, "Can I afford this?" Ask a different question. Why do I want this right now? If you genuinely need it, the answer will usually be simple. If you are buying it because you're bored, stressed, jealous, lonely, or trying to prove something to yourself, waiting becomes much easier. Put it on a list. Leave it there for one day. If you still want it tomorrow, think about buying it. But if the desire disappears, you just learned something valuable. You didn't need the product. You needed the feeling. And once you understand that difference, the shopping aisle becomes a very different place. Because sometimes the smartest purchase isn't finding a cheaper product. It's realizing you never needed to buy anything at all.